Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Catchin Up. I'm your host, Jack Smith, joined today by Zach Tabangcura and Isaia Regala from the men's football program. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Jack.
thank you for having us.
Of course, this is the first two-person episode we've had so far, but it's good to have multiple perspectives from this sport, especially with all the stuff that's been going on. And to kind of start it off, the big news is that over the off season, you guys, your coach stepped down before your senior years. How did you guys handle that? How did it affect you when that happened?
Well, yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking to hear the news. At the point he told us, we were I felt like we had a pretty good game plan going for us. It was a time when we had a solid we had like pretty good hope for the season. We were starting our Zoom workouts. It was our first portion of the on-campus conditioning, and then it was just tough to hear like our leader we would have to continue our rest of the season without our leader. And yeah, it was just really hard to hear that. But like all things, you just have to keep pushing forward. And I think Coach Sullivan's doing a pretty good job stepping up and doing what has to be done.
Yeah, like you said, we were in a time of uncertainty, but we were in a path that we were going to be to where we were going to be able to play. Like you said, we were on the campus again, and we were starting to gel as a whole group, as a whole team together. But when he hit, for me, it hurt a lot because I think Zach can relate to this too. We had a lot of trust in him for how long he's been here for, because he's been here since the end of our freshman year and kind of took us under our wing, and now we're here, but to not finish it off, that's what sucks. But knowing our group and the coaching staff, we're able to move on and be strong together and push through this.
Yeah, I know Zach said that it felt like you guys lost your leader. How did you guys, as seniors, how did you guys step up during that time? Did you have to take on a bigger leadership role after that happened?
Oh yeah, for sure. Coach really kind of gave us that role and left it up to us on how we wanted the season to go on. I remember right after Sionia told us, I stayed after in the meeting, and Sullivan just said, like, this is your season. This is our season as seniors. And, it's up to us to be open-minded for the younger guys, stay passionate, keep our heads up and make sure everyone's on the same task and that we're prepared for the season.
After our meeting, when he told us, he texted me himself saying that, like, this is our team now, that take what he gave us and kind of run with it. And it's like, that's what I've been living by since he left us.
And Zach mentioned Zoom workouts and on-campus workouts. Has this role moved forward into those two mediums?
Oh yeah. So usually we begin with kind of just stretching and stuff like that, but it's up to us to kind of set the energy and set the tone for the workouts. It's not everybody wants to come out there day in and day out and give 100% effort, but we have to, as leaders, hold everyone else accountable, and that's not always the easiest thing to do, but it's just something we have to get done every day.
Isaiah, do you kind of have the same exact opinion as him?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just we have to set this bar high and how we want this season to go and stuff like that. Yeah.
And then, obviously we talk about these workouts. Isaiah, I'll let you start on this one. With all the stuff that's happening with COVID and your season being pushed back and not being able to, be on a football field with a ton of people, doing, football workouts, have you been able to put in the work that you normally do over this off season and now moving into preseason?
I'm gonna be honest. It's been hard, but I've been able to manage. Is it the work that I've wanted and how I idealed it to be? No, but the way that I've been able to do it is just figuring out ways to do it, because you can't wait for it to happen. You have to be proactive, and you can't just sit back and wait for someone else to happen. So, go in my backyard, go in my carport, and doing anything I can, taking every Zoom workout to the best of my abilities.
And Zach?
Yeah, kind of the same way. Just doing the most we can with the opportunity we're given. I think the biggest part of not being able to be at school is just the chemistry between the guys. Everything starts within the weight room, within these workouts. So not having that same kind of that trust and that family bond with the younger guys, it's kind of been difficult. Yeah.
Have you been able to foster that chemistry still in certain ways through these workouts?
Yeah, I'd say it's getting a lot better now that we're on campus. Just being able to see the guys and seeing the coaching staff, just being able to spend time with everybody. Like at the end of the day, we hope that we're gonna have a season, but just being able to spend time with my teammates and my friends is a big part of it.
And so then what goals as a team and you guys individually do you have going forward? Isaiah, if you want to start us off on that one.
I mean, obviously, the whole goal is, to finish off with that CCS championship and go to states to do something like that. But I think it's just for us to, like they always say, I know it sounds cliche, but it's really just have fun for what we're given and the time that we're at. Just have fun and go do what we love to do.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, high school football, it's nothing too major, right? But we just want to make the most of what we can and hopefully come out with the win at the end of the day. I think for us as senior leaders, like I just want to be a role model to the younger guys, and I want to leave a legacy for them to follow, and so that they can hand pass down that same legacy with the future Monarchs.
And then before we wrap this up, I want to ask you both individually, is there anything you want to elaborate on, stuff we've talked about, stuff that hasn't been brought up yet before we wrap up that you want to touch on, anything you want to tell the Mitty community?
I just want to say to young guys, just like enjoy high school football, man. Like I know it's super cliche and everyone tells you, the same thing, but it's really true. Before you know it, 4 years goes by pretty quick, and you just gotta, enjoy the time you have with your friends, family, and then just really just have fun playing the sport.
To piggyback like what he said, just remember this because I still remember the first days I met these guys in our summer camp, and now that we're here, wondering when is our last play going to be. It sucks. So, like he said to the young guys, like we say, just take it all in. Appreciate every second of it. The blood, the sweat, the tears. At the end, you're gonna want to come back to this.
Yeah, well, I can't thank you guys enough for coming and catching up with us. If you guys haven't yet subscribed, go down and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get all the videos like this. We're doing it with every single Mitty sports team, one or even two players, as you've seen in this one. Make sure to turn the notification bell on so you get notified with each new video. But thank you guys for catching up with us. It was great to have you.